Online bidding offers convenience, but in-person bidding provides a hands-on experience that can't be replicated. The hidden market of tax-defaulted property real estate holds lucrative opportunities, with many of my students earning $25,000 to $50,000 on a single deal. This could be your ticket to financial freedom from the 9-to-5 grind. The world of tax-defaulted property auctions could be retitled The World of the Weird. For example, my student investors, usually beginners and newcomers, have real stories to tell, and their experiences are amazing. Here is one I know you will enjoy. Recently in Alabama, a student purchased at a live auction a single-family home. The property was clean, it was well kept, it was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it was situated on a few acres with a dozen fruit trees. He only paid $316 for that property. There was no mortgage and no deed of trust loan on the property. My student, BR was his name, cleaned up the property, touched up the paint, and then rented the property for a single payment of $6,000 for 12 months. Renting for a single payment was pretty amazing. A young man had just become married, and a guest at his wedding offered to pay their rent for 1 full year. Incredible deals like this are happening on real estate at tax-defaulted auctions. This happens all the time. As you learn about this business, you'll see the kind of thing is happening every day. Now, before I finish this video, I will explain how you can do this sitting on your rusty dusty and buying offline or buying online. To most of the public, this is a hidden market. However, you, the educated buyer, now know that auctions are listed on the county website, online auctions and offline auctions. Auction bidders must be prepared to do their homework and their due diligence. Most auction properties are used and abused. Let me take a moment and pivot and explain a little insight that I discovered earlier in life. In my youth, I spent my working days, sometimes nights, teaching other people how to fly privately and commercially. From that I learned, and I can assure you, a person cannot learn to fly an airplane by reading a book. It's a hands-on skill. I feel the same way about tax lien certificates and tax-defaulted property auctions. I find those who accept and embrace coaching and escalate their skills by attending auctions to observe and learn and practice will be the best wealth generators. This is a simple business. The property records are located in the local county office. The records will reveal everything needed about the property: ownership, encumbrances, liens, mortgages, easements. All the unresolved issues are at the county records. Distance restricts the professional bidders because they must travel to find unique auctions. This costs them time and money. They have to fly, they have to drive to these new locations, and they must stay in hotels and rent cars and pay staff to help them. The pricing advantage always goes to the local bidder at a local live auction. The auction room could be filled with people. However, my experience at auction reveals only 20% of all the attendees are really bidders. Let's compare local live auctions with the opposite, which is online auctions. The bidder at the online auctions is likely to be a newcomer and less educated and a little less sophisticated buyer, and they're anxious to win a property at that auction. This online buyer may not have looked at the property. No boots on the ground. He's never seen the property. They have never walked in the mud. They haven't felt the cold, wet snow leaking through those shoes, which means they don't know there's a chicken farm 1/4 of a mile away that will smell like the devil in July and August and make the property very difficult to sell. When it comes to auctions, Ted Thomas has a few rules. My first rule is this: don't quit your job. My second rule is this: reread rule number 1. The most important thing I can tell you is don't buy anything at auction if you or someone that you trust has not looked at the property and the neighborhood. Keep in mind, if you plan to sell the property, the new buyer will see and evaluate the neighborhood before they see your property. That being the case, ask yourself, would the new buyer want to own or be in business in that neighborhood? This is a systematic process of learning to buy low that has been developed by experience to protect new auction buyers. This market is hidden from the public and those who learn and master the auction process will make a bundle, purchasing online or offline. Newcomers are delighted with the online convenience and the ability to access everything online. Once you know how, property title, property information is available online and you can operate from your kitchen table. However, you are a speculator, a risk taker, if you buy online and you have not had boots on the ground. There's a physical sense to walking around a strange house and realizing you are about to invest thousands of dollars. I want you to think about that. Attending auctions and not bidding is educational and is a wise business practice. In talking with newcomers, I notice many newcomers like to brag about their savvy auction bidding skills. I don't have any special skills to pass on to you, but I can tell you preparation is the key. Understanding the market value and knowing how much margin you need and want between your purchase price and the ultimate sales price at retail or wholesale will make you a successful bidder. Online or offline, the auctioneer will remind you how serious this auction is, online or offline. The official county treasurer is auctioning the property as is. What does that mean? There's no statement or covenant that's a promise. It's simply caveat emptor, buyer beware, this property is being sold as is. Here is why that's important. There's no refunds for poor condition or clouded title reports or existing liens or encumbrances. When the auctioneer lowers the gavel and says, sold to, I can assure you the property is yours. The stakes are high. Making informed decisions and a choice is critical. Online auctions open the door to opportunities in all 50 states. This allows newcomers to participate. As a general rule, clean the property, handle minor repairs, especially having to do with security, then sell using massive marketing and advertising. As we finish this video, we are in a high inflation market. Thousands of newcomers want homes, and the banks have rejected many of them because of low FICO scores. Many of these people have great incomes and will gladly pay installment payments when you offer a contract that involves those installment payments. In-person physical auctions offer hands-on experience, giving the investor a feel, a certain confidence. All this is happening simultaneously. What is your comfort level? The Ted Thomas rule is boots on the ground. Evaluate the condition of the property and the neighborhood. There's no strategy of one size fits all. A lot depends on your resources and your investment goals. There's no shame in sitting on your hands and not bidding. If you don't know what you can sell the auction property for, don't bid. If you bid too high, you could lose your assets. Hoping, praying that the property is in good condition is a huge mistake. Tax defaulted property auctions sell used and abused real estate, which ended up at the auction because the previous owner gave up and allowed the property to deteriorate and become depreciated or maybe even wasted. Bid accordingly. Every subscriber gains an edge. I have a free gift for you. Find the link to your free gift in the description below and start enhancing your skills now.